Hey, there you are. We'd been waiting for you. We thought you might be back. Come, have a seat. Get yourself settled and comfortable. I've got a good story for you today. You might have heard tales about brave and noble warriors in shiny armor, the quests they might find themselves on, and the victories they celebrate. But those tales rarely ever take a deeper look at what happens inside that armor. A beast was terrorizing the land, destroying fields of crops and killing farm animals. It tore up houses and villages and was a big threat to all the people who had to run in fear and hide. But perhaps the most worrisome about it all, it seemed that the beast was making its way towards the castle, towards the king. For the king, there was really only one thing to do. He asked the royal guard to search the land and bring back the bravest, noblest and fiercest warrior they could find. And the royal guard searched the land, and they found the warrior they needed. This is her story. She'd heard tales of this beast. After all, they'd spread far and fast across the land, as tales of this kind seemed to have a way of doing. And it didn't take her long to locate and find the monster. On her horse, she sped through the kingdom towards where she'd heard the beast would be. And then she found it. Oh, when she realized the tales had done it justice. The beast was just as horrid as she'd heard. It had 3 heads and was definitely of the undead kind, as it evidently seemed to be withering away. Knowing that her horse wouldn't survive, she got off and left it in a safe place before she took a deep breath and headed to face the wither. The wither looked very angry. The monster now started attacking back, and she had to duck out of the way to avoid getting hit. The battle that followed was a tricky one, neither of them eager to give up. One of them would win, and they both knew that the other would die. The battle took long and was tiring on both, but finally, with one last strike of her sword, the beast fell. The monster left behind a star that represents hope. Hope that if even the wither could come to an end, so too would there come an end to all other evil. And so, a monument was raised in recognition of the battle, the warrior and the star. The monument was a beacon of hope, signifying that everything will always be okay in the end. A lovely sentiment if you ask me, though I can imagine you'd rather ask about the warrior and what happened to her. Well, I can tell you, she lived happily ever after. Her definition of happily ever after, that is. I have been told that she never stopped protecting the kingdom. In fact, I believe she made it her full-time job. She takes great pride in protecting this land, for this land is her home. Now what I'm wondering is, do you like that story? I can tell you I do. It shows grit and strength. Someone on their own taking on a beast like that? Well, I can tell you, I think it's quite amazing. Anyway, that's it for me today. I'll see you back tomorrow, alright? Same time, same place, as always. See you tomorrow. Hello, I'm 100% me. I'm just popping in there at the end of the video to let you know that this episode was the third episode of a 6-episode series that I'm doing on my channel this week. Now, if you want to make sure you stay up to date with all of it, you can hit the subscribe button, and if you hit that little bell icon right next to it, you'll get a notification whenever I upload a new video. That way, you're sure you won't miss a single one of them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow.